Okay, the Mass Effect, the drama, day 4 and the channel. I almost was thinking not to cast in at one point, Dave. I'm thinking like, damn, I was afraid I was not gonna get anything done on time. I was able to get here. I was just a few seconds late. I wasn't that late. Thank God. Um, my own fault. I don't blame anyone else. I blame myself. Deciding to do things, and I got them done. So the good news is that stuff I needed to get done, the stuff I just decided to do on my own on the side. It's again my own fault. Fucking, I'm like, Twitch, fix your fucking thing. Please, Twitch, fix your fucking problems. Your thing that doesn't want to fucking, um, doesn't want to update sometimes on your, on the dashboard, on the communities. We update. Nope, when is that not to update? Nope, no, we're not gonna update it. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't update. What the fuck? I know I updated it. Sometimes I know I updated it. Um, and like I go back the next day, and I go back to it, and it's not even the right one. It's the one for the one before. And I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't done that. Sorry. Trying to update which group the community. When the Mass Effect streaming into the Mass Effect community. It should have been Margaret, which I updated yesterday after the cast, and it somehow wasn't. I don't know what to tell you in a minute. So, hopefully I can finish iOS today. At least that was the plan. One thing that's annoying is the load times at the beginning here. Circuit, thanks for the others from Circuit Dad. Third Dad, I said Third Dad. I didn't say Circuit, Third Dad. I think it's supposed to be Third Dad. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. I I guess it's because it can, probably somebody else had Sir, S-I-R, and so they put C instead. Okay, finally. Ooh. We gotta head to the lake, which is back that way. And we're going for
Here they come!
There we go. I can just drive down there. I don't think so.
I think that's it.
There we go. Yay, we then drive up the mountain and actually found a way down, killing ourselves. Oop. Smart. Not much ways to go.
There. Coming out of the lake. The tank's underground, too? Let's see. It's opening up. I see a door. Come on!
second. How do we get to? Well,
Whoa, it's forming
wow.
a bridge.
Let's find out how solid it is.
Looks like we're gonna have to go afoot. Right there, Asian. Have to take cushions. Hey, Beeb. Didn't mean it's here.
No. No, this can't be right. All that fanfare for an empty room? There's some secret here. There must be. Do your Pathfinder thing.
Thing?
Oh, you're good.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do a thing.
I wish I could take credit for it.
How do you think it goes?
Only one way to find out.
That can't be air pressure. Electrostatic? Ah, gravitation. Oh, you idiot, PB. That wasn't the front door. This is. I'll let you know.
Geronimo!
It's acting like a gravity well. But where's it taking us?
That's a good question.
Now this is more like it. Looks like a bunker. Or a vault. Whatever you call it. The controls for that atmosphere processor might be down here somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Anything could be important. Let's be thorough. Look there. You see that?
It's like a broken information display.
The controls in there. Do what?
I think that gravity well works in reverse, too. Then we have a way out. You're not leaving already, are you? Not until we find those processor controls. Only minimal power. I don't think it triggered the atmosphere processor, but...
Pathfinder, a conduit beneath the floor just activated. Fluid is running through it. It could be generating emergency power. Your scanner will have more details.
No signs of any Ket. Maybe they can't
Good
get into the
time.
vault? But you can. That'll get their attention. Lucky me. I see the conduit, Sam. Whatever it is, it leads out of the room. Not what we're looking for, but worth getting a record. You go ahead. I've got your back. I'm getting something from that data pattern, but the glyphs make no sense. Damn it.
Data corruption detected. What survives is highly technical. From the context, this could be instructions or a warning.
Got anything? There's element 0 threaded through all this tech. Imagine the engineering that would take.
Okay, we caused something open.
Ah, here's the rock you kicked down here. Safe and sound.
Wow. I really was just scratching the surface.
Phrase recovered. Must read to access. This console links to surface facilities.
Then it must control the atmosphere processor. No glyphs. It looks dead, or locked down, like most of this place.
The fluid conduit leads to this console and further into the vault.
So if we follow that conduit, it might lead to the system lockdown. These data pattern things are incredible. If I'm right, each one can hold hundreds of zettabytes. There are whole species who get by with less.
Minor corruption detected. The pattern suggests...
Another gravity well, and that's new.
Yeah, boy.
What is it?
Sun's been here.
Symbol of authority? A key? It's easy to speculate with Remnant, but we need more facts. I'll see what I can find on this beauty. Maybe over this way. Whatever has this place on lockdown is that way. I do my best work solo. You fix up the vault, I'll investigate the relic, and together we'll figure this place out. Not a bad idea. We'll cover twice the ground.
Good point.
See? I knew you were smart. I'm on frequency 145.8. Stay safe.
10 credits say she ends up in a pit of spikes.
This gravity well's sealed off. No way through.
Incidentally, a gravity well is the gravitational effect of a large mass in space. This is more accurately a well with variable gravity.
Keep a note for our Asari friend. And for when we try to explain all this. Comm check. It's... well, you know who. We read you, PB. Stay in touch.
Stay safe, girl.
They dug this place through solid rock.
Look up there. Must be how they kept it from collapsing.
Whoa. What's that liquid?
Unable to classify.
The only way through is down towards it. So whatever that liquid is, they need a whole aqueduct of it. Make that 2 aqueducts, at least. I just crossed one.
There's a low hum through everything here. Can you feel it?
Let's stay focused. We can worry after we find the system lockdown.
Careful, don't fall in that liquid.
It burns through your shield. We found that out the hard way. Use the pillars for cover!
Got him. Going around there.
We're good.
Get going, Dean.
Looks like a blast shield. That might be handy. Watch yourselves, it burns.
You have to find out the hard way.
My God.
Holy
All these
cow.
in an atmosphere processor. What is this place?
How come this liquid hasn't dried up? Unless turning that conduit on started it all flowing again. Wouldn't that be something?
Another aqueduct. How many do they need? Are those roads down there? I can't even see where they end.
Sure, I want to find out those are roads.
Up there! More remnant!
Watch the edges!
Way ahead of you!
Eyes up! Don't let them get above us!
Keep up!
I hate the fact that one thing I love, Chris, is the cover system. I miss the hit telltale mode just to get it. Button. One more. Two more.
We're good.
PB!
Ryder! That relic box I found? Not a symbol of authority. The remnants still shoot at me. I'll try it with one of those data patterns we saw.
Is that a good idea?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Careful.
That's one way to light a room. The atmosphere processor we found before didn't need all these steps. Dad just interfaced with it directly.
And it didn't work out so good.
Direct intervention was necessary in that case, but clearly unwise.
Oh, we didn't know at the time. Obviously.
Look how high it is. Might be another gravity well. The well's sealed. Damn. Maybe we can use the conduit for emergency power, same as before. Better safe than sorry. Take them out!
You're sure this well is gonna open up under us?
Pretty sure. Focus on the remnants.
Got him.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. The conduit splits and goes through each of those devices.
Interfacing may complete the circuit and allow the well to open.
If it gets us to the system lockdown, let's try. Okay, let's hit both those consoles and complete the circuit.
This device appears defensive in nature.
Device is online and makes a shield? At least it's friendly.
Layers and layers of defenses. If they're defenses.
Power restored to the gravity well. The conduit leads down. Conduit fluid pressure is variable. There could be activity below.
And let's dig deeper.
Like,
Dust. How old is this place?
Unknown. Radiation counts indicate the vault has been offline for several hundred years.
Around the time the Scourge appeared. That can't be a coincidence. Maybe the
Okay.
Scourge is why all this tech was abandoned? Crap, the conduit sprang a leak.
Careful! No way you can interface with the console like that.
And no fluid means no power. Damn it! Maybe that's why those devices up above were turned off. We're not turning back now. There has to be some way to fix the leak. Dead. Without the conduit, there's not even enough power for the door.
Ryder! Up here! What happened? I can't get indoors to work.
The conduit's breached!
Hey, wait! The observers were using weird laser frequencies to fix a broken wall back there. I can send the frequencies to your Omni tool. Maybe they can patch up the conduit?
And... received! I'll give them a shot.
I'll try.
The system's responding to those frequencies. Just a patch job, but it should hold.
Nice work!
Yeah.
If it's fixed, that console should work now.
Looks like it worked.
There's even a bridge! You're a pal, Ryder.
Where are you going?
We've got to be close to the system lockdown by now. First one gets the glory!
We'll catch up, if we got that door working too.
It's not about glory. Yeah, maybe a little bit about glory, but
Will you look at that?
How do we get across?
that's a good question.
Watch your step. It's still a long drop.
Ooh. Yeah. Whew.
Wait, plants? All the way down here?
You see them too? Thought all the gravity fun had messed up my eyes.
No sunlight, no water. They should all be dead.
The source of the system lockdown may yield more information. We appear to be close.
It's a lot of plants. That's for sure.
Glad I didn't eat a big breakfast.
Company!
Oh. Nice work.
It made a new path. I think that's the right way. We could reach it if we backtrack.
Oh, great. Big trick.
Looks like a side room. Still, could be anything in here.
Oh. No.
We'll be fine.
That's last words.
There... No. Just the light.
See? Absolutely fine. It's okay. It's fine.
Knew it. Phew. Come on.
In a room full of inactive bad guys, that's all.
Observers coming up at us!
Look at those guys. Ooh.
Armor hydraulics compensating.
Oh. No, I'm okay.
Barely making it.
We've got a path to... Whoa!
Sounds like you made it.
We're 2 gravity wells down already, and this place goes even deeper. What's at the bottom?
Let's not find out the hard way.
Good point. Good point.
Too far, even for jump jets.
That is cool.
Feel that? This whole platform's resonating with something. We must be close. No question. This is the heart of the vault. I
elements converge here, Pathfinder.
That must be the lockdown console.
We did it?
Huh. Any thoughts, Sam?
Unknown, though it appears related to the lockdown. An in-depth study may reveal its purpose. The system lockdown is disabled. The vault and the atmosphere processor should return to full operation.
Ryder, you fixed the lockdown, didn't you?
The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart. Really off the chart. But if it's back online, we should be good to...
Oh boy.
Should we?
Go!
Run. Like now.
KB, get back to the entrance now!
I saw it! What is that thing?
Don't risk it, just go! Watch out, fence!
It would be wise to escape, Ryder.
I know, Sam!
Too far to jump. Got another bridge?
I looked back. Why did I look back?
Yeah, that's it.
Keep running.
I'm running.
Another gravity well!
It could go anywhere.
It goes away from here, we're taking it! It's still coming! Leaving the whole vault! Don't let anything in its way! Yeah, like us!
That's it.
That's the door to the entrance, almost there! Barrier's gone!
Get that thing if you want, but it's going to be close.
We're almost clear. Where are you? Hello? Phoebe!
Baby. Ah, she just made it. Whew.
Go! Go, go, go!
Ah, it's right on our heels.
Really, I can tell.
Get to the gravity well!
Not moving. Find an override.
Bad timing, bad time.
Console is attempting service reconnection. Vault restart is now complete.
That was... Talk about a rush.
Nothing like outrunning death. Or reactivating a huge mysterious vault. Nice going.
Atmosphere processor is online, recovering last console activity.
Is that the Helios cluster? Yeah. There we are. That's Eos.
Whoa. Did restarting the system do that?
If that light is us, then all these points could be vaults on other worlds. Dormant like this one. Maybe. But why is there a whole network of them? What's all this for? This tech can create observers from nowhere or ravage a whole planet. And that's just what we've seen. The bots, those plants back there, the atmosphere processors.
Back home, some corporation hit a desert world with an ice comet. They changed the atmosphere to bring rain.
To help it support life.
That first processor we saw was making things worse, but maybe it malfunctioned.
It might
Is that
have.
what these builders were trying to do? Make worlds habitable? Even terraform a whole cluster?
Hey,
Maybe.
look there.
It's different.
Maybe it's active? We've got to go see.
Sam?
Extrapolating. These coordinates lie beyond the space we have currently surveyed, Pathfinder.
Mark it on our charts. We need more to go on. Let's head up to the surface. Could use some fresh air.
Damn, that was pretty fast. World Shaper. Activate the first remnant vault.
Look at that sky.
How? No atmosphere processor works that fast.
If this effect is representative, Pathfinder, air and moisture patterns will show noticeable improvement. Eos could support an outpost.
A foothold. That's all we need. Just enough to begin. This remnant technology could be the key to our survival, if we can control it.
You can. Kind of. Still, wouldn't hurt to find a manual.
Good
We've
point.
got a lead. Sam marked it on the charts down there. That site is active, whatever it is. Who knows what we'll find there.
We? You want to come along?
I want to know what makes the Remnant tick. You've got a key to their technology. Or a crowbar, at least.
Welcome aboard. We'll get you a fancy job title to go over your bunk.
I only need a footlocker. Datapad, toothbrush, clean underwear. That'll do. I'll catch up with you.
Well, this will be interesting.
Now for our new outpost.
You have already logged an ideal site. Nav point noted. Updating Tempest.
The Nexus is on pins and needles, Ryder. Pods are inbound and ready.
Let's go make it happen.
Cool. We have skill points. Use. Good case right there for that one. Where? for a fellow like engineer.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
This way, I'll get back on the road.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
There we go, I think I'm in the right way. Yep. Okay. I think I'm on the right road. Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay. go. Back up. There we go. Right back on the road again.
Hostiles ahead!
Nice work.
Just trying to make sure I didn't miss the turn. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Thanks for any other day.
Cat ahead. They appear to be fighting a Krogan.
Is that Drac?
Probably.
acceptable limits. Life support is stable.
Ryder, about time you joined the party.
Hey.
Think I made the man down. Good. That's it, kid. Keep it up. Good one.
Oh, he's over here.
Throwing some fun.
Color me impressed.
There we go. Yeah.
That fight was fun.
You're telling me.
You could really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I mean, just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
This is gonna be great.
Here we got Krogan.
The first colonists sent audio logs about these regions back to the Nexus.
And?
Fairwinds Basin. Lowest radiation count in the area. Little bit of hope.
It is Carlo.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
Pathfinder's call. But research is no good if we're dead. Military.
It's got to be science. Our colonists need to understand their home.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
Really good idea with there. You know, fans would be good. So it's not gonna get sent. Like the scientist right now.
Prioritize research and discovery. That's our foundation. And our future.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
Go put military if on the I redo the how I do a military. I got rid of one. The outpost. Achievement unlocked.
Andromeda Initiative. This is Ryder. Pathfinder.
EOS is ready for deployment.
Copy that. Outpost block inbound. And ready as hell. August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
I feel like I should toss you the keys. Be nice. It's been through a lot.
Understood. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. EOS is far from golden. But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
I appreciate your candor. We're all on the same side.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far. The reality, Ryder? You brought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
Yeah.
Half point. From the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed. But after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
We didn't come to a new galaxy to argue about who's right.
It got us this far. Talk to Bradley. Later we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
Oh, I was just waiting for the radiation to clear.
Sorry it came to this, Pathfinder. Pathfinder?
Okay. Bethany.
Solid ground. An actual sunlight to wake up to. This will be great.
Enjoy it. I'll be up all night collecting.
Pathfinder. Jacob Mitney, Research and Development. My team's just getting set up here, but we've made a discovery you might want to check out.
All ears.
We've put together a blueprint for augmenting your armor plating. Uploading it now.
Cool.
If you can collect the necessary resources from around EOS, it should work.
Sounds useful. Good thinking, Mitney.
This could form the basis for armor production across the initiative. Scrounge safely, Pathfinder.
Very awesome. That's stuff.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything, thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Make sure to keep a clear log of what you're doing.
Well, let's save some bandwidth. Busted ass defeat initiative. Copy, paste, repeat. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Falks Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
I combed the first 2 outpost attempts. Those people died trying.
And they deserved better from the Nexus. That's where I point the finger. We'll remember. You changed this planet. But that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
I haven't reached the end of that trail, but not everyone died outright.
Right. They tell me there were staggered evacs. If any want to try again, they're welcome. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
Awesome.
Head for the Nexus, Pathfinder. Nexus must be waiting, Pathfinder. Relax. There will be more for you on EOS after you get back.
Any insights about the people running the show from the Nexus?
I only work with Addison. She's by the book. And with all the shit that happened, that's to her credit.
And the others?
I only work with Addison.
Anything you'd say if you weren't in their direct employ?
If I wasn't in their direct employ, I'd give that rat's nest a wide berth. Outposts deal with Addison. She deals with the others. And I don't envy her.
Just looking for a status report. Informal, of course.
Not much to report. We're making life up as we go.
Cool.
What's behind naming the outpost Prodromos?
It means Forerunner. Languages bore the shit out of me, but we voted fair. That ownership is key to the initiative. That's how you convince a bunch of civilians to jump galaxies. As long as we meet our obligations to the Nexus, what we build and how we organize, we get to figure it out.
Tell me about yourself.
August Bradley, retired from the Alliance. I keep the discipline, but not so much the doctrine. I joined the initiative because it's a frontier. Not a lot of those left. Not that you can reach on my pension anyway.
Any family?
A niece on Earth. We didn't talk after my sister passed.
I've had similar happen to my family.
Yes, well, we stay out of people's grief.
My father, your sister. Sounds like we've both lost a lot.
Yeah.
We stay out of people's grief, Pathfinder.
What is that? Stay out of people's grief? You've said it before.
Shit, that's right. You didn't have the block leader death talk. The thing is, you and your father, not unique, just recent. Every initiative species, except maybe Asari and Krogan, went into cryo with friends and family and woke up knowing they were all dead. Everything we build begins with that. The unsaid start to the initiative. So yeah, we stay out of people's grief.
How do you keep it from just spilling out?
I let it. And my people stay out of it when I do. And I stay out of theirs. What's that old saying? Children with dead parents think everything is possible and nothing is safe. That seems like it fits anyone in the initiative. Or maybe everyone.
What can you say about the Prodromos block?
Exacting bunch, as the science types always are. We'll eventually allow the staking of claims for groups with enough startup resources. Not quite gold rush, not quite land grants. Honored to lead them, for as long as they need me.
We'll talk another time.
Oh, and Pathfinder, what I said about grief, every pirate we brought to this cluster woke up with the same reality you did. Maybe think about that, when shooting doesn't have to start.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
We got no one. Directly found one there. Two of them here on the planet. Did not expect that. 76%.
I keep wondering what our scientists will cook up for Eos.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Really hope all those scientists will be safe out here.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Ascent is go.
Yes, complete.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Okay, Krogan.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder? I don't care where anyone sleeps, as long as we realize what a kick-ass team we have. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Oh.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on, hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Helios threw us for a loop, meaning we're kinda new at this. All of us. So let's figure out what the rules are now and try to stick to them.
Sounds good.
If there's one thing I know I can do, it's make up rules.
No one said make up rules.
Yeah.
Can we please keep anarchy to a minimum?
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical? Good meeting, everyone.
Our care materials that can be added to some blueprints.
How long were you on Eos, Drac? And neglect. So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How did he get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war.
Oh,
Made
man.
leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Is PB alright?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked.
Thanks for the insight. How do you think the crew is holding up?
Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Yeah.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's "we can't lose" attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
Thanks for the insight. How do you think the crew is holding?
Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Thanks for the insight. I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon.
Good thing.
Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Yeah.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative...
I guess so.
Better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking...
Like a great person.
My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Maybe.
Messing with that vault feels like early brain surgery. Just poking and hoping.
As long as it helps us to live here, I don't care how the vault's doing it.
I prefer tech with more exposed bolts. If you can't open it, you don't...
How you doing, Gil?
Long time no chat. What's up?
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, veteran Suvi are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. Peebee's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the dog's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two.
Yeah, that can be nosy.
She's a bit by the book for me.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait. How about a crow? Smart.
Gil.
Obnoxious. That's it.
I'll take your word for it. What about Kello?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
He flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Not really.
Getting the Tempest space ready so
We're
quickly?
just trying to find another way.
Brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Hasn't everyone?
Well, then you know. It's super tough.
Yeah.
Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation. Imagining which would be worse. But heck, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place.
Yeah, I thought the biggest failure in galactic history was the ending of Mass Effect 3. Oh, shots fired.
You die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
Alright, I did a reaction video to the Justice League trailer the other day, and after I was done, I was thinking of it. I realized I made a joke about Game of Thrones, and all of a sudden, I realized I just became most self-aware, because the funny part is that all of a sudden, like, because Bruce is going to meet somebody from, it's going to be Andromeda in the trailer. This is what it looks like, but I don't even have the self-awareness to even realize, like, him doing that was, he was being a character from Game of Thrones, and that was self-awareness about that joke. Actually, use a place. Okay. There he is.
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
You barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
What do you want to know?
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
Tell me about your family.
Mom, Joelle, Dad, Calvin. Both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Yes, you do. There she is.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure.
That would be a game.
Moving, and everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone. Blech.
Yeah.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
Oh.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh.
Yeah, ooh.
No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. And again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic. Anyway.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Wow.
I like the no trouble plan. How about we stick with that?
Kesh said not too much trouble, kid. Not no trouble. You can't make sure some trouble's always coming for you.
That's not reassuring.
Life out here ain't reassuring. You'll get used to it.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice.
Yeah, big problem.
Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me,
She's awesome.
I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Oh, cannot.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director.
Yeah.
Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the
Probably for a laugh.
uprising, and he's had it out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Anything about the cat?
Pyjak scratches.
Combat in general?
What?
Well, common cat are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
More like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries
It's for the others from Ricky Gaming Fun, by the way, to sell it.
Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
What's it like to have
Cool.
Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comm, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't unshackle itself. There'll be hell to pay if that happens.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Sure, being as old as he is, probably seen a lot.
It'll be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years.
Wow.
I don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
No kidding.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable. The works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food.
Crazy.
Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Hello, Sarah. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Awesome.
What's the latest on the memory triggers?
The memory blocks are still in place. If you continue searching for more triggers, they may unlock.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Yeah, I made it.
Those remnant...
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Does your brain ever take a breath?
Sorry, not really. Even my dreams are in time-lapse. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward...
You know what, the alien version of Abraham Lincoln?
Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
Maybe you just needed more sleep.
We were out for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes! I'm number one! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
So, how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian.
That doesn't seem to be.
I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
Yeah.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that.
But true.
There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles.
Borrowing.
After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
Ooh.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone.
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
Yeah.
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Good luck with it.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh.
I like Gil's changing things.
Don't worry about it. What can I do for you?
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
I gotta worry about crew getting along.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated. Lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
Let's hope.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
Jeez.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid. I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon. Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation. There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe. Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often. As if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if the sacred could be diminished by the search for truth. You definitely have an interesting perspective on the interplay between faith and science. I'd really like to pick your brain on that sometime. Maybe over drinks? Nexus? I'd like that. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Awesome.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is.
Yeah.
And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for? Wild remnant parties? What else would you use it for?
Yeah.
Oh, Ryder, you're adorable. I know. When did you start believing in a god? My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
Yeah.
But your work as a scientist convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth. I'm really glad you volunteered to join our crew, by the way. I am too. New galaxy and all. I'm honored to be here. No, I mean, I think you're cute and I like seeing you up here. Oh my goodness, Ryder! Also, the accent. The accent is, I mean, it's everything, but, okay, I should just go over there to the piloting thing.
Kill me.
Ryder, thank you. And so you know, the feeling's mutual. Yes! I mean, time to pathfind. Serious business. Saving everyone. Ryder. What do you know about the remnants?
If people say the writing on this is
From what I can
fair,
tell,
but
the
come
vault is
on.
designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life.
Sometimes you're embarrassed to say,
We could turn these worlds into perfect.
tell somebody you like them, and then, like, turns that wrong.
I should get back to things. Sounds good.
Yeah, nap it. But yeah, we're gonna end this. We're gonna end today. Alright, we're gonna head back to Nexus tomorrow, and do more look around the Nexus. Most of tomorrow will be Wednesday. Figure this stuff. Wednesday will be only Wednesday's only show 17th. Remember that I'm picking that up tonight, so that'll be all good for Wednesday. Thursday, more Mario Kart 8 racing with the Great DQ. Friday, get down with Mass Effect Andromeda. Saturday, there will be no cast. I'm in the movie. Sunday, Sunday will be LB Show 17, special Sports Sunday. This is Sports Sundays, and then more Market 8 on Sunday. Back here, continuing with Mass Effect Andromeda next week. At the upcoming schedule, new channel, like see a default button. We got lots of games coming up. Like I said, we continue on Mass Effect Andromeda until we beat it. Also, coming up, Mario 8 Deluxe. We're gonna go back to Breath of the Wild. And lots of other goodies coming up here on the channel. Follow me at social media when I go live and I'll go live. Post me, sharing all kinds of goodies from Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube page for all the places, past, present, and future, including a playthrough of the Mass Effect trilogy and lots more. If you want to help the cast out, here's some ways. Referrals save you money. This, so like I wanted to say, I'm glad I didn't try to like extend it on excited because I wasn't filling up for another 2 hours. It's just so I was just taking our time, not like rushing through this. And I'm enjoying how we're playing it so far. So I'm definitely this is gonna be a long playthrough. So most of our rants of playthroughs have been long, so nothing new. So until next time, have a good one, everyone.